Hello and welcome to the Anime Madness podcast. I'm your host HenDiddy, and I'm joined here as usual with my co-host KillerCoat412,
So,
the pervy man himself, Pervy Sage. Does it fix my camera?
What's good?
The head of the Jaeger is Taco,
what's crack-a-lackin'?
and the man full of bones, Skeletony.
Hello.
And today we are going to be doing best ice/water users. You guys saw the characters chosen list. Let's get started with those predictions. Tony, what's your prediction?
Let me take a quick look here. This is gonna be some mad recency bias, but Flam from Fire Force.
Kareem Flam. All right, Taco, what's your prediction?
I'm going Toshiro.
Toshiro. Sage.
Where's my phone? I'm gonna go Kisame.
Kisame. Cope.
Oshiro.
Toshiro. And I'm going with Jinbei from One Piece for my prediction. So y'all ready to get into this then?
Yep.
Let's do it.
I'm fucking tweaking, man. Let's do this shit.
In our first match, we have Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender versus Silver Fullbuster from Fairy Tail. Gray's daddy. I was shocked when I saw he won.
That's weird.
Like, I was really shocked when I saw he won for the Fairy Tail vote. I'm going first. Oh, geez. I'm going to be voting for Katara.
Fair
Cope?
Your reasoning, sir?
We don't get enough with Silver. He puts on the Deldora persona, the front, to hide his actual identity so much that we don't see him use his ice demon slaying magic at all. So I feel Katara gives more of that ice water user better because she's more active with using her abilities and her moves are more refined than Silver.
Okay.
Cope?
I am also gonna go Katara, and my reasoning is because I'm not really into Fairy Tail.
Can't get past the
So-
power of friendship.
No.
Wow.
Alright. Sage?
I'm also gonna go Katara.
And your reasoning?
It's the only one I've had any context of what the hell's going on in the show.
Yeah, Fairy Tail's that other long running one you gotta get under your belt still.
Yeah.
Taco?
I'm going Katara.
Reasoning?
She is the better overall character between the two, so Katara.
Alright. And Tony?
I'm voting for Katara.
I'm gonna need a sweeper.
What's your reasoning?
Reasoning for that is just I know more about Avatar than I do about Fairy Tail.
Alright.
Plus, Katara adds more, I think, to the story than the other water users in Avatar.
Agreed.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Well,
Alright, so so, as you heard, Katara got the sweep I
Sir,
forgot.
for
I
the
forgot the
season.
sound bit was so like quiet. I forgot how quiet it actually was.
Well, everybody was quiet enough to where we could hear it.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, first sweep of the season. Finally get to use that new sound bit. Moving on to match 2, we have Gyu Tomioka, the Water Hashira from Demon Slayer, versus the Piplup Evolutions. So we have Piplup, I can't remember what the second evolution is called, and Empoleon.
Prinplup.
Primplup?
Yep.
Alright. And Tony, you have first vote.
Yeah, let's not do it. I need to double check who I'm voting for here. I heard you say them, but short-term memory loss is, crazy. Interesting. I'm gonna go for the Piplup evolutionary line.
Piplup?
Yep.
What's your reasoning?
Reasoning, in the show, Piplup was a nice little character that Dawn had, and genuinely out of the Generation 4 starters for Pokemon, I do like the Piplup line the best, plus Steel type is goated, and Emperor Penguin is cool.
Alright. Taco.
I'm gonna go with the Water Hashira.
Gyu Tomioka. Reasoning?
I kind of fell out of Pokemon after Gen 1, so yeah, that's kind of my reasoning.
Nothing to do with
And-
Johnny?
No. I didn't even know if he voiced him.
Yeah.
Didn't even know.
That's in the Tanjiro versus Ichigo rap battle on Russ's channel. I know I told Tony this, but the one line that Connor Quest has as Ichigo says, "If I was Gyu, I would have finished her off." And it's just funny because the dub voice actors are the same for Ichigo and Gyu. Sage.
Piplup all the way.
Reasons?
It's fucking Piplup.
Okay. Cope.
you,
Reasons?
voice actor. Enough said.
Man should have won at the anime awards.
Yeah.
Going back towards you guys.
So that's your only reasoning is voice actor?
Yeah, I said enough said.
Okay. I'm also going to be voting for Gyu. For manga reasons. So. Only Tony knows what I'm getting at there.
Yeah.
I think I bring up a valid argument when I say that, though, Tony.
That is fair, yeah.
But with that said, Gyu wins 3-2. Moving on to match 3, we have Kisame versus Jinbei. How are you feeling, Sage?
Damn, you really had to do that. I mean, I had to pick for the one because, biasy, but the other, it's hard.
Is this what you wanted for the final, Sage?
It would have been a cool final, but
You can't settle for it.
we got all the heat right here in match 3, round 1. Let's get it.
All right, my vote.
Not gonna lie, this was slightly targeted.
Slightly. It was absolutely targeted.
To be fair, we just had to put the blue men. We had to put the 2 blue men in one round. Take
Well,
them out
I
of
mean,
the way.
they're both
just
sharks,
gonna
too.
say
They're
they
both
were
sharks. They're blue. And they both can kick ass. Let's be real.
Hey, but one's very forgettable in Mike Guy's eyes.
I'm pretty sure a guy would forget both of them, honestly.
No, Jinbei's too big to forget.
Nah, he still forget Jinbei. Come on.
You have to remember, Jinbei's like 10 feet tall and he's like 9 feet wide.
Yeah.
That's someone that's pretty hard to forget.
Yeah, but with how many times a guy gets kicked in the head, he might forget it.
My vote is
Guy
going...
remembers 3 people's names: Itachi, Lee, and Kakashi. That's it.
You gotta remember, it's the power of youth, Lee.
Exactly. That's still saying Lee.
Actually, so I don't take as much fatigue while falling.
My vote is going to Jinbei. And my reasoning is because Jinbei is a more fleshed out character than Kisame. And Jinbei has more badass scenes, in my opinion. But then again, we do get to see Jinbei more because he is part of the main cast, where Kisame was an antagonist who was more like a side antagonist that Mike Guy took care of. So, Cope?
I'm going Kisame. Reason being, I mean, I haven't gotten far enough to meet Jinbei, but I know of Jinbei. I've seen shit about Jinbei. But yeah, I got more information on Kisame, just because I've watched all of Naruto. So still a bad.
All right. Sage, can I assume you're going to be using your round 1 pass?
No, I think since I predicted him to win, I'm gonna have to vote for him.
Not necessarily. I mean, you predicted before you knew the matchup.
I mean, to be fair, he is also the partner of probably my favorite Naruto character. And come on, the red
Blindness?
clouds just look great.
You got the Jinbei's badass moment, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Against who's
Well,
who?
he's had a few. Yeah, he's had a few.
Yeah, he's the one that first learns about Nika and the Straw Hats.
Yeah,
He had that amazing fight
Also-
with who's who.
but also Kisame is also Kisame. He has a sword that is a shark.
Yeah, Kisame's nothing without Samihara, though.
I'm probably gonna have to go Kisame on this one.
Taco?
Yeah.
I'll say the right vote of what Sage should have said. Jinbei. As much as I
Jinbei.
love fucking Kisame and Samihara and the whole thing, it's Jinbei.
Jinbei's just that dude.
It's Jinbei.
I mean, he's the dad of the Straw Hats.
At least it looks like it.
No, literally, Oda said in the SBS, Jinbei is, like, the dad. And it's funny because Frankie was the dad before Jinbei joined the crew. But when Oda said in the SBS that Jinbei is now the dad of the Straw Hats, he designated Frankie as the perverted grandmother.
Grandma, hold on.
Yeah,
Grandma.
yeah, I'm not kidding.
Grandma looking kind of different, kids. Let's get the hell out of here.
Chopper is the pet, Zoro and Sanji are the two fighting brothers, Luffy's the goofball kid, Robin is the mother, Nami is the greedy aunt,
Yeah, that's about right.
Brooke is the perverted grandfather, Frankie's the perverted grandmother, Jinbei's the dad, and Robin's the mom. That's how it breaks down. Alright, Tony, it's up to you.
It's crazy because my answer is Jinbei.
Jinbei? And what's your reasoning?
Reasoning for Jinbei, I know more about him. He's giant fish man, and also he in this chapter he kind of did something goofy. So I mean,
So that means Sage's prediction is incorrect. Because Jinbei
Can't
wins 3-2.
Should never have voted against Jinbei.
Sage, how you feeling?
Mistake number 1.
I mean, I did doubt that Kisame was gonna win. Well, I did doubt that Kisame wasn't gonna win, but against Jinbei, I understood. But since I predicted him, kind of felt right to go with him with Kisame.
All right. Moving on to match 4, we have Kareem Flam versus Toshiro Hitsugaya.
Man,
And Tony, you have first vote.
I'm gonna vote for who I want to win. That's gonna be Kareem.
Reasons? Is it not recency biased?
Reason? Well, I mean, most of it was recency bias, but also I just think the way that he uses his power is very cool. No pun intended.
It's very unique for that world.
Absolutely.
That world
But even then,
that's-
just beyond Fire Force's world, the idea of cooling down any heat with sound is pretty cool.
yeah.
Like it's a pretty funky, like out there idea.
Yeah, it's like you don't really see thermodynamics used a lot in anime, if at all. The only other ones that I could see it being used is Doctor Stone, which I believe it was used in Doctor Stone.
There was a lot of science in Fire Force,
And yeah,
whether or not it was all real or not. But
yeah, but at least his ability was actual thermodynamics, which is cool.
yeah,
And yeah, in a world that's basically all fire users, he's the only one that uses anything other than fire.
yeah.
Taco.
Toshiro.
Toshiro. What's your reasoning for voting for Dead Man?
1, my favorite character in all of Bleach. 2, one of my favorite Bankais in all of Bleach. And enough said.
Was that all?
Oh, and I tortured Sage with him in Jump Force. He really wanted to mention him. He kept seeing Toshiro's Bankai on repeat. I kind of do feel bad.
I mean, he does have the most powerful ice type Zanpakuto.
And it is so fucking cool.
Yeah. He beat out the person with the most beautiful Zanpakuto.
True. Rukia's is very nice.
Rukia is the outfit she wears for it is just stunning. Sage, your vote.
I'm gonna vote for Flam.
Kareem Flam. Reasons?
Because a certain bitch decided to use a certain character from Bleach on me on Jump Force and has given me PTSD. So whenever I see him, I immediately think of that Bankai.
I did work.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Mans gets zombified.
Black Coffin.
Ichigo's rush ability on Jump Force was overpowered too.
Ichigo was just overpowered.
Yeah, I mean, he is one of the strongest
Ichigo
characters
and
in the
Aizen were
game.
The strongest ones on there.
They are
I mean,
like
he's
some of the strongest
main character
characters in the
for the
game.
I would hope they would make a main character of a show weak.
Well,
Luffy was pretty bad on there.
Luffy was pretty bad. Naruto wasn't that great either.
Naruto was fun if you got the combo right.
What
If you
also,
got
like-
if you got the combo right.
But also, I think like in their respective shows to the other verses in Jump Force, how strong are they really?
Yeah, I mean, Aizen and Ichigo are in the top echelon.
Yeah.
Nah, man, that's all Yami Yugi back there. You already know.
What about Gon?
Gon sucks.
It's the strongest motherfucker in Jump Force. Fuck you mean?
When I had my custom character, I had Ichigo's rush ability. I had Saint Seiya's Excalibur. I had my ultimate was Killua's ultimate, and my third special ability, I think I used Black Coffin. So I was really, really fucking people up with that. Cope, what's your vote? Toshiro?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and what's your reason?
One, I want him to win. He was my prediction. Two, fucking Toshiro. His Bankai is fucking amazing. Now, granted, he's not my favorite character in the show, but he's up there. And yeah, it's just fucking Toshiro.
All right. So that brings it down to me. And I think I have to go with Toshiro on this one. Even though I love the thermodynamics of Kareem. Going off my manga knowledge for both of these characters, I have to go with Toshiro. Because, as Tony knows, Kareem really got sidelined in the final 2 arcs compared to the other
To be
characters.
fair, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the second gen users got sidelined.
Maki didn't.
That's because one, they're part of Company 8. Two,
True.
they're probably one of the Maki is probably one of the strongest second gen users.
And Lieutenant Hinawa didn't either. But he's
Once
also
again,
part
he's
of
probably
Company
one
8.
of the strongest and part of Company 8.
But yeah, I have to go with Toshiro here. So Toshiro wins 3-2, which knocks out Tony's prediction.
Sad.
As we get the semifinals ready to go. So it's quiet.
What subject are we talking about during this little break?
So who all has watched Full Metal?
I've
Not
read
me.
it and watched it.
Okay.
I think
Tony, all I'm gonna
Tony's the only
say
one
is
that
go
has.
watch it.
Only one.
Whenever you get a chance, go watch it. You'll love it.
I don't know.
I got this man
Very
back
nice
on Final
refresher.
Fantasy IV, so
A very nice refresher. Got the perfect amount of comedy, the perfect amount of action.
there's a reason it held the #1 spot for so long on Mao.
Well, don't forget that you got to include the people that always made it so nothing else could hold a spot.
True. Because, Bleach would probably be up there.
Yeah.
But
Listen, my main thing for not wanting to watch it is just because, yeah, Alchemy's super cool and all that, but, I don't know. I'd rather, play a game that has that system rather than watch a show that has that system.
yeah, the way they do it in Full Metal is so good.
So that's very fair. But it was it wasn't like this is exactly what they're doing. Yeah, there was explanations and stuff, but it was a lot more
But at least you can give credit where credit's due for Freyrin. Freyrin's score just keeps going up because it is now a 9.38. It's higher than it was.
Damn.
Yeah, it's higher than it was before.
Just stop people from going.
So-
Out of how many reviews, though? How many reviews does it have total?
Let me look.
Comparatively, at least. Because it's got to be a lot less than,
It has 622,000 members.
That's still way less than...
It has almost as much as Gintama Season 3, which is sitting at number 4 with a 9.06. It has more than Gintama the Final. It has more than Gintama Season 2. It has more than Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War. It has more than Gintama Season 3 Part 2. Has more than Fruits Basket. Has more than Gintama Season 3 Part 3. Has more than Gintama... No, it does not have more than Gintama Season 1. My bad. Has more than... Holy crap, the Apothecary Diaries is at number 18. Jesus. It has more than that. It has more than Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapters.
No. If you gotta...
I mean, fair play.
So, the only ones in the top 5 that have more than it is Full Metal with a 9.09, which its rating went down. Steins Gate with a 9.07, and Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 with a 9.05. So it's got a good member base.
AOT top 3.
So, and it actually went up again from last night when we looked at it. It was a 9.38 when we looked at it last night. It's a 9.39 now. So it went up by 0.01 since last night. Which is still impressive. Moving into semifinal 1, we have Katara versus Gyu. Sage, you get to go first.
I'm gonna go with Gyu.
Gyu, what's the reason?
I know more about him than I do Katara.
Okay. Taco.
Katara.
Katara, reasons?
I like Katara way more as a character.
Okay.
I'll never forget when she stopped rain out of midair.
Tony?
Difficult. Because I like both. I like both a lot.
Well, you're thinking. I don't know who's all seen the manga anime hall chat, but I did pick up the first volume of Delicious in Dungeon.
That one looks super goofy, I'm not even gonna lie.
Dude, it's so good. Episode 11, though. Oh. Episode 11's gonna hurt. What does this go to? Oh, wow. It gets all the way up to the living armor? Yeah, it gets all the way up to living armor. So, Volume 1 covers, like, first 4 or 5 episodes?
I just think, though, is it anime original, or is it
No, manga came
manga
first.
original? Did it?
Because if Volume 1's covering up to, like, episode 4 or 5, there's only 12 episodes out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, though, if it was
Yeah,
anime
and
original or not.
I think Volume
Is-
15 recently came out.
Mm.
So,
Impressive pace, then.
very. Yeah, it's still your vote, Tony.
I knew that. I was just talking about that because you mentioned it. Probably gonna go for Katara
Katara.
over Gyu. Yeah.
Reason?
I like what Gyu does and how much of a mentor he is to Tanjiro. However, I like that Katara is got so much to her, because a lot of book 1 was about her and Aang going to the Water Tribe to actually, learn waterbending. But
Don't forget
also,
Sokka.
don't forget Sokka, because Sokka is also a major part of them. Like, and that's honestly, if she wasn't Sokka's brother, I probably wouldn't. Not brother, Sokka's sister. I probably wouldn't care as much because I liked Sokka way more.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
He couldn't make this. He couldn't make this list because he doesn't waterbend.
He
Uses a
sword fights and boomerangs.
boomerang and a sword.
He water bends. He uses cactus juice.
Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you.
It's the Quenchiest.
All right. I'm going to be voting for Katara as well. Mainly because of the bloodbending moment that happens in Avatar.
True.
And the fact that she's like the only main cast character that's in Korra.
Zuko is too, but also I'm
Zuko's
glad none
there.
of them really are in there.
I haven't
because
finished
Korra
Korra
sucks.
because it's that bad.
Yeah, no, don't
Horrible.
blame you. Zuko shows up, Iroh shows up,
Like I got to
Toph shows up.
where I got to in Korra was the bending games
Mm.
where Katara joins the team, or not Katara, where Korra joins the team. That's where I got to.
Isn't that still like season 1?
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's really early. Which means, yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have only seen Katara.
Yeah, I dropped it pretty damn quick. I'm probably gonna go back and watch it at some point, but it's like I
You
dropped
really
it
don't
really
have to.
quick.
You really don't have to.
You know how I am with something. When I start it, I finish it.
I mean, yeah, but like, that's one of the ones you like really don't have to.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Katara and Cope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him.
Right, like there's building on the map.
Well, I like them both. Kind of in the same page as Tony here. I mean, she kind of helps enforce Aang to get better with his water bending.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the live action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Giyu is also Tanjiro's like, can't say mentor, but more like
No, that's which I'm surprised no one
idol.
brought up Urodaki.
Yeah. But I mean, there's, I don't know. They're kind of even on like screen time technically. I mean, you do see more
No,
of Giyu one
Katara-
because he's Tanjiro.
Katara has a lot more screen time than Giyu. At least for what's out right now for Demon Slayer. She
Yeah.
heavily outdoes him in screen time, and I don't think he catches up with what's remaining.
But yeah, I was talking about Tanjiro's mentor, not Katara.
Oh.
But yeah.
Yeah, Giyu has more screen time than him, yeah, because we don't really see him
Yeah.
again after Tanjiro leaves.
But
But yeah, it's kind of Giyu's kind of like his idol. He looks up to him, idol, big brother type.
Superior because it is in the water breathing.
Well,
chain.
yeah. So, they both have like an impact in the show.
Yes.
So,
I would say Giyu's comes a lot later.
yes.
So
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Giyu. So, I'm gonna go with him.
go with Giyu.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Even with that vote for Giyu, he still loses to Katara. 3-2. Moving into the second semi-final, we got another Big Three matchup with Jinbei versus Toshiro. And Cope, you are first.
Toshiro.
Reason?
No hesitation. One, he was my pick. I mean, I already said it in the first round. I might as well just re-say it again. I don't know much about Jinbei. I haven't gotten to him yet, but like I said, I've seen pieces of Jinbei thanks to Sage.
Impel Down is when you'll get to him.
Yeah. Plus, I also get like some background on him from you. I've heard him from.
You first
Taco.
heard his name because Johnny and Yokosu bring up his name.
Yeah.
With the Warlords. And have you continued from the end of Alabasta yet?
No, I took a break.
Okay, so what you have next is Jaya, Skypiea, Long Ring Longland, Water 7, Ennie's Lobby, Saba Odi, Amazon Lily, then Impel Down. So you are 8 arcs away.
Okay.
It seems like a lot, but it's only like 200 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, I watched how many so far?
I'd say you're probably at like 140 something.
I believe so.
Water 7 in Ennie's Lobby is just pure heat, by the way.
It's the best arc.
It is so good.
The best arcs until Marineford.
But yeah, I have a lot more background on Toshiro just because I've seen all the way up to Thousand Year Blood War, waiting for next release.
Yeah, summer.
I can't wait. Also, his Bankai is just insane.
Daigyurin Hyorimaru. With that said, I'm going to be voting for Jinbei. Papa Jinbei. Or as Robin calls him, Boss. Helmsman of the Straw Hats. Massive character depth. And you just can't go wrong with his philosophy on things. Tony?
I'm gonna be going for Jinbei. He's a massive dude, so like that's a pretty good up in my book for liking the character.
Yeah, Toei's starting to give him his actual mass too in the anime with the Egghead arc, instead of slimming him down.
And honestly, I know more about Jinbei, I think, right? Hold on, let me remember who the other person is. Hitsugaya? No, so the answer is no, actually. I know more about Hitsugaya. But I also don't like him that much. Like, popular characters, some of them I can jive with, some of them I just don't understand it. Like with Hitsugaya. I think he's just too standoffish and just annoying.
I think the main thing for his popularity was his Bankai when we first see it, and then
when he first came out, yeah, but then after that, like, why is he still popular?
It's overused. He was used way too much in the series. Like, you could have had a different captain for the Bount arc, which you didn't have to have Toshiro for it.
Absolutely, and I think that's the thing is like they used him because he was popular, and that only made him more popular.
I mean, he has his own movie too.
Yeah, it's
Diamond
just
Dust Rebellion.
Can we please stop using Toshiro?
Like, give us. I can understand why we didn't get stuff on Kyoraku. Because of and with Shinji and several other captains, because their characters were more geared up for the 1,000-Year Blood War.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you got Komamura falls in that vein too, so I'm not even gonna say him. But you got Ukitake, which we get like nothing on, which kind of makes sense with the Hell chapter, the way the Hell chapter ended. If we get the Hell arc, we'll probably get more on Ukitake.
Mm-hmm.
You got fucking Soifon. We could have done more with Soifon. There's... Why am I blanking on Kensei? And hell, they could have even given us, instead of the Bount arc, they could have given us like a prequel filler arc with Tosin and Gin.
Yeah, that'd been cool.
So, I mean, there was a lot more opportunities instead of just going with Toshiro the entire time. Because he is the captain we spend the most time with.
Yeah.
No other captain has anywhere near the screen time he has.
Maybe Byakuya, but...
Maybe, but that's because he was a huge antagonist for the first arc because of being Rukia's brother.
Yeah, but he also got really popular because of it.
Well, I can understand his popularity. Byakuya's a dope-ass guy.
Damn right.
Moving on to Taco's vote, though.
Pass.
Sage?
And finally vote for him, Jinbei.
He's rectifying his wrong from the first round.
Thank goodness.
What's your reasoning?
It's Jinbei. Fishman Karate's pretty cool. You know, he became a boat. That was also pretty cool.
You can't vote. Yeah, pretty good reasoning right there.
I don't think Hitsugaya over there can become a boat.
I'd have to agree.
He can probably make one with his ice, but
That's not that cool.
not as cool. You're not gonna bring up Jump Force?
I already have enough strain on my brain with that.
I thought that was mentioned earlier to, you know.
It was, but I was expecting him to say it again.
Gave that man CTE.
I'll look at Taco every time I see Hitsugaya.
All right, Taco, we're back to you.
All right, I'm gonna cash in on my double vote for Hitsugaya.
Oh, the first double vote to ever be used.
Forgot
He
had
wasn't
that.
going away that easily. Aaron heard that a couple times.
Doubles it up with a. We just implemented. So if you are new with us this week and you didn't see episode 1, for the prediction, we implemented a new thing where if you win the prediction, you get the chance to make one double vote. And you can cash it in. You can't stack them with multiple prediction wins. But you can cash it in on any episode except the final, I think.
I believe we agreed on that, yeah.
Yeah. So any of the first 16 episodes. And this 1 week later after getting it, or 2 weeks because we took a break week last week, but he cashed in the first ever double vote, tying us up and moving us to chat for the vote. If we have anyone currently in chat who is chatting. If not, it will come down to a dice roll. As we give chat some time here to vote, Taco, what's your reasoning and why'd you decide to use your double vote?
Because Hitsugaya deserves it.
No, I don't.
I'm looking at this. If you want to use the people like in a fight, Toshiro's putting that man in the package. He's gonna become sardine food with Mr. Krabs.
I don't doubt that at all. Because Bleach is one of the strongest freaking universes in anime.
I'm looking at all of them in a fight perspective. So, and of course, his overall character, but still.
Cope,
See,
your
here's
chat,
the thing, though. Here's the
Cope,
thing, though.
if
Here's
your
the thing,
chat
though.
votes don't count, Cope.
I don't think Toshiro and Jinbei would fight.
No, they probably wouldn't.
No, Jinbei would not fight Toshiro. Unless
No, probably
Toshiro
not.
came at Jinbei, but then Jinbei wouldn't have a chance to fight at that point.
Correct.
I mean, actually, if you look at it, if Toshiro came at Jinbei and Jinbei had enough time, he could manipulate Toshiro's ice.
Yeah, but is he fast enough?
That's the thing. He's nowhere near fast enough. Bleach characters are faster than Light with Flash Step. Lady Sage did vote Jinbei, though, so Jinbei is currently in the lead.
Let's go, Jinbei.
Jimbo.
Yeah, Cope, your votes don't count in chat. You made your vote.
Yeah, well, you know, Sage is over there with Lady Sage and can, like, persuade
Yeah,
her.
all right, here, listen here,
otherwise.
buddy boy. He can't do
No.
that.
No, hold on. Taco already did that. That's how Hitsugaya got in here.
I told her to vote because there was a tie break.
Yeah. It could have been reviewed.
We needed a tiebreaker.
That just
We
sounds
needed a
like
tiebreaker.
that just sounds like a bunch of malarkey.
Yeah, Sage is spitting out malarkey again.
Hey, I
Yeah,
told
Both of you.
I don't think her vote is valid. Her vote is swayed.
and like we don't try to sway each other's votes and haven't been successful before.
It's true. We've done it plenty
For
of
all
times.
we know, he grabbed her phone and voted. You never
I can confirm
know.
he did not do that.
There we go. We got confirmation. He did not
You
do
want
that.
me to die? Do you want my fingers to still be like, usable?
Do you want him to still play NHL with you?
Nah, he can't do that. He asked, but it's alright.
Oh boy. We'll give it a little longer. But I'll say I even texted my girlfriend and said, "Hey, we need a tie-breaking vote." I didn't tell her who to vote for. I didn't even show her who was up to vote. I just told her we need a tie-breaking vote.
The Akatsuki 1997.
Taco, it doesn't work like that.
Just work like
I
what?
don't know. Am I? Hold on.
Doesn't
I know
what?
he's going against Jinbei, but still.
What are you talking about? I'm not even on Twitch.
Sure you're not. That's why I just saw the viewer count drop when you said that.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're going nuts. Now you're spitting out malarkey.
Sage, I know that's you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the only one who said Jimbo.
Jimbo.
All I'm saying is Jimbo would have made it through that iceberg. All I'm saying.
Yo, look at that! Wow, that's crazy.
It's crazy. It's not like he doesn't have a moderator on it.
What?
Saying Jinbei would have made it through the iceberg, Toshiro would have just cut it in half.
You're talking about Toshiro would have just picked up the iceberg. It's
That's
ice.
facts.
Toshiro would have just sneezed and would have fell apart.
Jimbo would have one punched that shit.
Freaking just. He doesn't even need
Would've.
demon break fist. He just needs brick fist.
Toshiro would have just flicked it with his pinky and it would have just crumbled.
Ugh. So Jinbei is gonna take the W 4-3.
Let's go, Jinbei.
Taco with a good usage of his double vote.
It's futile.
But it
You
didn't
can't
pay
beat
off.
Jimbo.
Should we keep like a double vote record, like how many times it succeeded and how many times it didn't?
That's too much to take care of. It's too much to keep track of.
Either way, we're gonna move into some of our honorable mentions. From Bleach, we had Rukia Kuchiki and Tier Haribel as our honorable mentions from Bleach. They both lost to Toshiro Hitsugaya. And from MHA, we had Shoto Todoroki, who I forgot to put in the votes. Wasn't the only character I forgot to put in the votes, but he was one of them. And Getten from MHA.
Shoto never stood a chance.
I was talking to Cope when building the bracket. I was like, if I would have remembered to put Shoto in a vote, he probably would have won the vote he was in.
Oh, probably.
And looking back at the one that he probably would have been in with Getten, it was the
Kareem, I believe.
Oh yeah, probably Shoto probably would have made it.
it was
Probably,
Kareem, Esdeath, Isaac, Getten, and Silva.
Yeah, Shoto would have made it.
He would have wiped that slate. Just who are these characters? Achoo.
I was almost tempted to vote for Noel because of manga stuff.
You're welcome. I told you.
But Esdeath is Esdeath's insane. Y'all gotta watch Akame. Moving into our second set of honorable mentions. From Fairy Tail, we have Juvia Loxer, Gray Fullbuster, and Lucy Heartfilia. And from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, we have Isaac McDougall. Of course, I had to get an image of Lucy and Aquarius because that's the only like water abilities Lucy has is because of Aquarius. And that shocked me. I did not expect Silver to sweep that vote. I expected Gray to get at least a couple votes. But no one voted for Gray.
You want to know why I didn't vote for Gray? Because I don't know any Fairy Tail characters. So I just was like, okay, people voted Silver, I'll vote Silver.
Kind of did the thing.
I mean, you still voted for a full buster.
Gray's dope. I like Gray.
It's just I don't know the characters, so I just chose when people voted for.
And I'm pretty sure Cope's sad to see Isaac sitting here in the honorable mentions.
Not really. He never would have made it.
Moving into our next list, we have from Naruto, Haku and Zabuza. And then the other character I forgot to put in the votes, Tobirama. And then we also have Esdeath from Akame Got Kill, who I really wanted to be in this. Now, do you think Tobirama would have won the Naruto vote if he was in it?
Good possibility.
Yeah, I agree. Solid chance, actually.
Okay. I mentioned the Cope. I mean, he's kind of similar to Zoro. Tony and Sage should understand what I mean by that.
Who's
Tony,
similar to
maybe
Zoro?
not. Tobirama.
No, I haven't watched Naruto yet, so.
Well, Sage definitely should understand it then.
Yes, and
So look at all of Zoro's big fights. You have Miss Monday. You have Daz Bones, Mr. One. You have Pika. And you have King. What do they all have in common?
oh, oh. Okay, maybe, but Zoro didn't, put all of one clan to one side of the village and make sure they had had the jobs that way the Hokage can keep an eye on him 24/7.
That's the best police force I've ever seen.
You're not wrong now. Now thinking about it, no, you're not wrong.
They'll take you in, push you in a genjutsu. You'll admit everything.
Oh, shit.
Going into our next honorable mentions list. From One Piece, we have Aokiji or Kuzan. And Brook.
You know what? Now I'm thinking about it. Imagine you're in Konoha, and all of a sudden you get arrested, but it's by Itachi Uchiha and Shisui.
Nah, they don't even need
Good
to
luck.
put me to Genjutsu. I'm spilling everything right then and there.
Sir, I did it. Okay.
I did
It
it.
was me.
I did it. It was me.
It was me. Itachi, don't give me the Sasuke treatment, please.
Don't put me in a limited Tsukiyomi and break my mind.
Yeah, don't do what you did to Sasuke. We don't. I need to watch my parents die over 500,000 times.
And then we also have Noel Silva from Black Clover. And moving into our final honorable mentions. I believe this is the final honorable mentions. We have Sailor Mercury from Sailor Moon, Judar from Magi, and Amelia and Puck from ReZero. Now, I know Tony voted for Amelia and Puck. Was that just out of respect, or did you actually think they had a chance?
Out of respect, and also my bias to the show.
I can't wait for season 3.
Absolutely cannot. It's gonna be so good.
So
I get to watch Subaru die again.
more than just once, though.
Of course. It's never just once. It's going too easy on him.
Oh, we actually do have one more slide of honorable mentions. And it is the Pokemon. We have Articuno, Magikarp and Gyarados, and Kyogre from Pokemon. I wanted Articuno to win.
I saw that. That's why I immediately voted for Piplup instead. Because Piplup is just better.
It's a penguin.
It is a penguin.
Napoleon Penguin? I mean, come on.
Now here's the thing. If Aokiji would have won his vote, I would have put Piplup versus Aokiji because Aokiji has a pet penguin.
Even better.
And Aokiji also rides on the ocean on a bike.
Yep. But Articuno is one of my favorite. It's one of my, if not my favorite legendary Pokemon, and it's one of my top tier favorite Pokemons in general. Which, granted, most of my favorite Pokemon are from Gen 1.
As
The only
they
one you
should
actually
be.
know.
As they
I know through
there
Gen
are
3. I know through Gen 3.
True. There are so many better Pokemon than the Gen 1 ones.
My
No,
favorite is
they lie.
Gengar.
Gengar's a goat.
Gengar's cool, though. I think it's a pass.
And Gyarados is up there in my top 5 as well.
Gyarados
is
also gets a
also
pass because Gyarados is a free shiny in Gen 2.
That's right. I forgot about that. It's been so long since I played a Gen 2 game. I know a little bit about Gen 6 because I have that game. And I played a lot of it, and I actually completed the Pokédex on it. But that was several years ago too. Jeez.
I actually just redid a playthrough of that on my 3DS.
Sun and Moon.
That's Gen 7. Gen 6
Oh,
is
so-
X and Y.
Gen 7 is what I know more of then. Not Gen 6.
Yeah. Gen 6 is X and Y, and then Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
I have Omega Ruby. But that's also updated Gen 3.
It's
as
still
well.
considered part of Gen 6.
So would that mean Leaf Green is considered part of Gen 3 then?
Yep.
Huh.
Fire Red and Leaf Green are considered part of Gen 3 because they're remakes of the Gen 3 system. Heart
Okay.
Gold and Soul Silver are considered Generation 4 because they're part of the Generation 4 system.
Okay. Weird. I didn't know the remakes were part of that generation.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, They
It's kind
only
of fallen
have-
out since they stopped doing remakes.
yeah, I don't see remakes happening for a while.
The latest one was Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. They were part of Generation 8/9 because they fell in between. But
Technically, to
also-
Let's Go as well.
Yeah, Let's Go was a Generation 8 remake of
Gen 1.
Gen 1. But that was also more in the style of Pokemon Go.
So it's
It depends on the game.
it's
Of course.
weird because Let's Go, you can say it's done in that because it can interact with Pokemon Go and you can trade Pokemon between Let's Go and Pokemon Go.
Well, the reason why is because of how the Pokemon encounters go. Battles are still the
True.
same, but outside of everything, the game plays like Pokemon Go.
But moving into our final match of Season 3, Episode 2, we have Jinbei versus Katara.
Wait, hold on. Did I hear that right? That's our final?
Yes.
Hmm.
Taco, you go first.
Tara.
Reason?
I just like Katara more than Jinbei.
Also, I need to say that Taco and Cope, your predictions were incorrect as well.
Don't remind me.
I will
Yeah,
remind you.
fucker!
Toshiro lost. Deal with it.
Good.
What was your reason, Taco?
I just like Katara more than Jinbei.
That's it?
I don't have much reasoning. I like both characters a lot. I just like one more than the other.
Okay. Tony?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Pass.
It's kind of difficult, actually.
Alright. I'm voting for Jinbei. I like Avatar, but I like One Piece more. And Jinbei...
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know?
Could never have guessed.
Plus, Jinbei, like I said in an earlier round, Jinbei's philosophy on things is insanely good, and he gives some actually really good life advice for our world as well. So, there's that too. Cope?
I'm gonna go Katara.
Reason?
Out of fucking spite.
Wow, okay. Out of spite.
A powerful
Fuck
motivator it is.
Go sick, Cope.
Sage?
Jimbo.
Reasons?
Because if Jinbei and Katara go against her, I believe Katara's getting her ass whooped.
Nah,
Once again, don't think they'd fight.
No, they definitely would not fight. Katara would be more intrigued and want to talk, and Jinbei's already a peaceful guy. Unless you try to harm him or his friends.
We all know Aang would try to poke him with a stick.
And Jinbei
Aang would
literally...
wonder what kind of animal he is.
Aang would poke him with a stick, and Jinbei would just turn and be like, "What are you doing, little boy?"
Start yelling meat and chase Jinbei. That's what's gonna happen.
No. Aang's gonna poke Jinbei with a stick. Jinbei's gonna think it was Luffy.
And he's still gonna turn and be like, "What are you doing?" Jinbei is peaceful by nature. He's a very peaceful guy.
Sokka would be the one chasing Jinbei and trying to poke him with a stick, not Aang. He'd see a giant fish.
Yeah,
He'd see a giant fish. He'd start running up to it, and Jinbei would just be like, "What is he doing?" Sokka would hear it and be like, "Wait, did that giant fish just talk?"
He'd just run away. Or he'd just give up. He'd just give up. He'd just go back to off.
Either way, it would end with them sitting around like a campfire or something, just talking and laughing.
And singing Secret Tunnel.
Alright, Tony,
Yes.
we're back to you.
I am
You
going
hold
to
the
be
power.
voting for. Well, now you said I have the power, I want to stop my vote right now and just wait a little bit, build some suspense.
All good. That gives me time to look up images for both of these characters, depending on who wins.
I'm gonna be voting for Jinbei.
Jinbei.
You know, I don't think that's very necessary, just because he beat Toshiro.
Who decided that?
I don't know.
All I feel is pity.
Valid point, Tony. Valid point. I don't know.
I'm just sitting here letting it happen at this point.
I'm a failure. After all that hard work.
Oh boy. All right. And the winner of the best ice/water users is, drumroll please, Jinbei from One Piece.
Jinbei!
He's me mugging Taco and Cope.
Yeah.
So that is our winner this week for ice/water users. Nomination and voting is live currently in the Discord. If you want to check the links down below to join the Discord to put in nominations and vote for Earth, Ground, Rock, and Stone characters. That is going to be not next week because we are going to take a break week for Easter. But the week after that, on April 6th, I believe is the day. If I remember correctly, it's April 6th.
6th is, I think it's Saturday, isn't it?
Yes.
I could be wrong, though.
So it's April 7th. April 7th, we will be live. But this Saturday, March 30th, we will be live with our second episode of the Anime Madness Reviews, going over episode 2 and 3 of Avatar The Last Airbender. Live action. And I think, after that, the next review episode we'll probably be doing, if it's all out, we'll be pushing aside Avatar to do Sandland. Right, Taco?
That's the plan, but someone has to watch the second episode of Avatar first.
Second and third.
We'll just say the rest of it.
So, this Saturday we have Avatar episode 2 and 3 for the Madness Reviews. No wormhole next week. Or not wormhole. No bracket next week. Make sure you check the other links in the descriptions below. Follow on all the social medias. Subscribe. Leave a comment on YouTube who you thought should have won. And don't forget to get yourself some Rogue Energy using the discount link in the description, or just using the discount code TheMadness5 at checkout. Anything else you guys got to say?
Wasn't Jinbei your prediction?
Jinbei was my prediction, so I get a bonus vote. I completely didn't even pay attention to that. Thank you for reminding me, Cope.
Hooray, you won!
I would have forgotten.
Good.
So I got a bonus vote that I can use. So that's good. And anything else from you guys?
As always, stay humble, get rundled.
Adios. Have a good night.